Of the many characters out there, we do love a series where everyone knows our hero. He walks into the room and there's a hushed whisper. Hey, is that guy? He's a legend! Don't worry, everything is going to be okay. Welcome back to Animeology. Today we're covering our absolute favourite anime series with a main character that is well known as a living legend.
Black Hole!
Number 10. Demon Lord Dante. A brilliant horror anime series with an interesting use of the supernatural. Demon Lord Dante is an older anime series, starting off as a manga back in the 1970s, but has since entertained anime fans with talks of a new series coming out soon. The series itself follows Ryo Utsugi, a normal high schooler that lives with his sister, Sayora, and his parents. Ryo has a lot of nightmares about demons and can't sleep well. One day, before a trip into the mountains, Ryo follows a voice that claims that it is Dante, the king of the devils, and our MC falls off a cliff. The mysterious voice controls Ryo's mind and breaks free from a powerful magical ice prison and takes control of Ryo, soon dragged into a world of secret religious organizations and twisting and intertwining stories. An absolutely brilliant watch with some very strong core characters that really carry the series through its many unique and fresh arcs. Number 9. Overlord. A phenomenal dark fantasy series with an awesome sense of humour to it. A unique black comedy series that's not afraid to go to some interesting places across its well thought out and interesting designed isekai world. Set in the year 2126, we learn of a hugely popular MMORPG. Unlike most other games, this is famous for its insanely high level of realism and how players can interact with the game. The series kicks off after the game has been running for an impressive 12 years and with servers about to be shut down. We follow the member of one of the strongest guilds in the game, once dominating the entire server but with only 4 members remaining. Maintaining their headquarters as the servers being shut down, only one character, Momonga, invites his fellow guild members to the game, but they only log in for a short while before they leave. This saddens the Overlord as he waits for the shutdown time to pass. But the Overlord soon realizes that the game hasn't logged him out and he is stuck in the game world. Extremely overpowered with a name and guild that strikes fear into all around him, our MC travels the world of Overlord as a living legend, looking to get to the bottom of everything that is happening. Number 8. Akashic Records. An interesting action series set across a brilliant fantasy world. Akashic Records is a brilliant watch that had us sucked up and eager to see what was next from its brilliant cast of characters. We follow 2 girls that study at an elite and prestigious magical academy, looking to get trained and become the best magic users around. The story kicks off when her favourite instructor suddenly retires and is replaced by Glenn Raiders. This replacement is absolutely useless, lazy, incompetent with little to no skill in magic. He's not even a certified teacher, but we soon learn that this instructor is actually hiding his true powers and is actually a former assassin that served for the Imperial Court Mage Corps, and they have literally no idea. With some fun and interesting character types interacting in unique and interesting ways, Akashic Records really does manage to juggle some interesting concepts and deliver a fun and captivating anime series. Number 7. Hellsing Ultimate. An extremely long-running anime series that actually started as far back as 1997. The Hellsing series has been entertaining anime and manga fans from around the world for a very long time. Often considered one of the greatest vampire animes of all time, the action and dark fantasy blend that Hellsing brings is truly unique and one that you definitely need to check out. The series itself is named after and follows a royal order of knights that were once led by the world-famous Abraham Van Helsing. The goal of Van Helsing is to search and destroy any type of supernatural force of evil that threatens humanity. We meet the inner workings of this secretive organization and soon start to learn the sheer magnitude of their tasks, the dangerous enemies they encounter, and just how manipulative and untrustworthy these vampires really can be. With some brilliant story arcs and some well-defined characters, it's clear to see why Hellsing is such a famous and well-respected series that any anime fan should see. Number 6. Undefeated Batman Chronicles.
その正体は今も謎のまま。
An awesome mecha series that brings some fun and engaging fantasy elements along with it. The Undefeated Batman Chronicles was seriously underrated on release, but has since shown just how quality a mecha fantasy series can really be. We learn of a revolution that has the Arcadian Empire overthrown and follow the Empire's former prince, Lux Arcadia, as he accidentally walks into the female-only bathing area and sees the new kingdom's princess completely naked. He learns her true secret, how she is actually involved with the revolution, but she challenges him to a duel and defeats him, forcing him to become her slave and attend the female-only academy where students are trained to pilot these powerful mechs known as Drag Knights. We soon realise that this former prince is more than just a pervert that sneaks around female bathrooms, but is actually a powerful mech pilot and an undefeated Drag Knight, the mysterious black hero that destroyed 1,200 enemy mechs and single-handedly ended the war. A legitimate living legend and a brilliant main character. Do yourself a favour and check out the Undefeated Batman Chronicle. Number 5. Senyu.
技の名前言い終わらないうちに攻撃した。
A brilliant manga series that is still running to this day. Senyu brings a brilliant blend of some fantastic anime tropes and ties them together with strong characters and world building. An absolutely riveting watch from start to end, this is a series you do not want to miss out on. 1,000 years ago, we learn of the many problems that Demon King caused the human realm, but he was stopped by the legendary hero Crisian. In the present day, a huge hole opens up in the ground with countless demons pouring through it. The king of this realm orders the 75 probable descendants of the original hero to slay the demons and save the whole world. The series itself follows Alba, hero number 45, a literal living legend, and his quest to save the world. On a strong core plot that's not afraid to take us on a number of twists and turns, the series itself has a nice light-hearted and screwball sense of humour. The series starts off with a strong focus on comedy, but slowly melds into a more clear-cut story and adventure-type story. Number 4. Kuroko's Basketball. One of the better sports animes out there, and with a great sense of humour behind it as well, and a focus on the world of basketball. We follow the Taiko Junior High basketball team, at one point considered one of the greatest basketball teams across all of Japan, winning the national championship 3 times in a row. But soon, these all-star players graduate from middle school and head off to separate schools. One of these players, the mysterious 6th man, is now a freshman with a powerful and little-known team. Tetsuya Kuroko, a living legend, looks to team up with Taiga Kagami, one of the most gifted and naturally talented players around, looking to bring their seriously lacking school basketball team to new heights and defeat the rival schools that are filled with Kuroko's old teammates. An epic tale with insane odds that his team has no choice but to overcome. An absolutely brilliant series that will have you on the edge of your seats through every single episode. One that will have you rooting for this living legend, looking to make a comeback and bring his underdog team to victory. Number 3. Fire Force. An epic journey as a young man looks to unravel the true history of his past through a long-winded adventure against a grim and bleak dark fantasy world with some interesting science fiction elements added into it. Fire Force is a series with an insane twist that you should seriously just go and check out for yourselves. We learn of a great cataclysm that set the whole world on fire, wiping out billions of people around the planet, with only a few parts of the world left inhabitable after the fires had died down. There is a rise in strange supernatural events with people just catching fire. Called Infernos, these individuals are insanely dangerous and governments are forced to set up powerful armed forces in order to defend against these people. We follow Shinra Kasabuki, a pyrokinetic kid that is well known and bullied since childhood as he killed his mother and younger brother by setting them on fire as a child. Tortured and emotionally scarred, Shinra joins up with the Special Fire Force Company that looks to investigate corruption and end the ever-increasing amount of pyrokinetics that attack the normal human population. Number 2. Eyeshield 21. An interesting combination of comedy and drama, Eyeshield 21 brings a fantastic and captivating anime that is set against the world of American football. With some insane characters and a seriously overpowered living legend as an MC, this series plays out more like an action anime than anything else. We follow Senna entering a new high school. Although really weak and unassertive, we soon learn that he is insanely fast and extremely agile. The school's football team captain insists that he joins the team as their running back. His insane skill and talented turn Senna into a living legend, and the captain looks to protect his identity from the other teams that want to recruit him by forcing him to wear a helmet with an eye shield to hide his face. Joining the team from nothing as they have slowly begun to climb the ranks and partake in a number of increasingly more serious and higher stakes tournaments around the country, and soon the world. And number 1, ID Invade. A brilliant series quite unlike any other, ID Invade is easily one of the newest animes on this list, but one that you definitely need to check out. With a brilliant murder mystery story at its heart, leaving us guessing and wondering at every single twist and turn. Set against a well-designed and thought-out science fiction world, the series follows the investigations of Nari Hashigo, a world-famous living legend of a detective that is now stuck in prison, tasked with the duties of digging into the gritty and horrific crimes of the many serial killers that live there. We follow our MC and the vicious serial killers that murdered his daughter, leading our MC's wife to commit suicide and causing him to hunt down and murder their killers, earning him this prison sentence. A really wistful and emotional series that really delves deep into the depression and haunting nature of this entire situation, but also serious motivation for him to push forward, work hard, and help stop as many serial killers as he can. Although everyone still has a great deal of respect for his work, it's hard to ignore the fact that sometimes the anger he feels about the death of his wife and daughter can still drive him to uncontrollable urges to kill.
Perfect.